Okay, officer, we're ready for any of the defendants whenever you guys are. Sir, can you tell me your name, please?
Nathan Curtis Long.
Mr. Long. Okay. All right. We'll go on the record in People versus Long. This is Crawford County District Court case number 25-18254-FY-1. Mr. Long, my name is Judge Mertz. I'm conducting this arraignment today on behalf of Judge Burmeister, who is the District Court Judge. Counsel, if I could have you put your appearance on, please.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. David Zoglio appearing on behalf of Nathan Long by Zoom.
Okay. Mr. Ziglio, have you been able to go through the felony complaint with your client, or would you like the court to read that to him here on the record today?
Your Honor, I have gone over those charges with my client, so we'd waive the reading if it pleases the court.
Okay, and how does he want to plead to those two counts today?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
So the court will enter a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Long. And the court will set this for a felony pretrial on May 19th at 1 p.m. and a preliminary exam on May 26th at 2 p.m. Both counsel and Mr. Long will receive those dates in writing. So you'll both have written notice of those dates as well. And let's see. Mr. Ziglio, has there been a bond set by a magistrate yet in this case?
No, there is not, Your Honor. I'm prepared to address bond if it pleases the court. Okay,
go right ahead, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, I was contacted by an out-of-state attorney in this matter. Mr. Long he lives in Pennsylvania, in the Poxitani area, was unaware of this particular warrant. He had lived in this area for a couple of years, but was unaware that he had this warrant until very recently. I was contacted. Both him and I came up here this morning so he could turn himself in. He has retained my services. So as far as a flight risk, Your Honor, he's not attempting to evade. He wouldn't attempt to evade any court appearances. He drove 8 hours to be in court today in person to take care of the warrant that he just found out about. And so as far as a flight risk, Your Honor, I don't believe that's the case. I don't know that him to have also any criminal record as far as being a danger to the community. I don't know that he has any criminal record. I know he works full time and has a job in the Du Bois area and works 40 plus hours a week. So if it pleases the court, I know he has limited funds. I would request, if it pleases the court, a personal reconnaissance bond in this matter. He will be at the court appearances upcoming. And I know that's his intention, and that's my intention as well.
Okay. So looking at the charges here, they do involve non-assaultive, non-violent crimes. The court does recognize Mr. Long did travel here.
You can already tell the judge is paying close attention to one thing here: risk. In bond hearings, the court isn't deciding guilt or innocence yet. It's trying to figure out whether this person will return to court and whether the public stays safe in the meantime. That balance shapes almost every decision you hear today.
Here and submit himself to the jurisdiction of the court, which makes the court gives the court some reason to believe that he will continue to appear as ordered by the court, and has also retained counsel. So despite his non-local address, the court finds that a personal recognizance bond would be appropriate. The court will set the PR bond in the amount of $1,000. So Mr. Long, you don't have to post any money, but if you fail to appear or otherwise comply with your bond conditions, then you may be required to pay those amounts. Also, I'll let both counsel and Mr. Long know, one of the conditions of bond, we do have pretrial services, community corrections that monitors folks while they're on bond. In Mr. Long's case, it's going to be particularly important that he maintains contact with that individual, given that he's not local. The bond does provide, her name's Kaylee Anderson. The bond paperwork will provide her contact number, and Mr. Long is required to reach out and contact her within 24 hours of his release. And that is a condition of the bond as well. Otherwise, we'll proceed as scheduled. Mr. Zaglio, anything else we need to address for the record today?
Your Honor, I don't believe so. I know I'm not in the court, so and I know I will get notice, and I appreciate that. But I think the court said May 19th at 1 o'clock for a probable cause conference or a pretrial, and then the preliminary exam was May 26th, but I didn't catch the time. I'm sorry.
2 p.m.
Thank you so much.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Zaglio. You're free to disconnect. And Mr. Long, if you can just let the officer there know we're ready for our next defendant, please.
All right. Thank you.
I'll call you, Nate.
Yep.
Becky here, do we get some paperwork?
All right, sir, can you tell me your name, please?
Jason Richard Dyer.
Okay, we'll go on the record in People versus Jason Dyer. This is file number, Crawford County file number 2618533-SM-1. The record should reflect Mr. Dyer is present today by video from Crawford County Jail. This is the date and time set for an arraignment. Mr. Trush, have you been able to speak with Mr. Dyer?
I have. Thank you, Your Honor. Richard Trush appearing on behalf of Mr. Dyer by way of arraignment. We would waive a formal reading of the charges. We would stand mute to them. He has been screened and approved for counsel, and I will be appointed on that matter, and we would like to address bond.
Okay, the court will enter a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Dyer with regard to count 1 in this case. The court will set this matter for a pretrial hearing June 19th at 9:30 a.m. and a plea trial status conference on June 30th at 10 a.m. Mr. Dyer, you will get written confirmation of those 2 dates, so you'll have that in writing so that you know when to appear.
One thing people underestimate about courtrooms is how much strategy is happening in simple conversations. Waiving the reading of charges, discussing bond terms, confirming dates. It may sound routine, but every move matters because the defense and prosecution are already setting the tone for the entire case.
In terms of bond, Mr. Trush.
Thank you. Mr. Dyer is employed. He works doing landscaping in the area. He's lived in Grayling for the last 7 years. He does rent a home here. He has always appeared in the past. I represented him I don't know how many years ago now, but several years ago. Always made his court dates. I would suggest to the court that a modest bond would be appropriate here. I'd ask court to consider a $5,000 10% bond. He reports that he would not have difficulty posting that.
Okay, looking at the charges in this case, I do find that that would be an appropriate bond to ensure both Mr. Dyer's appearance and public safety. The court will set bond in the amount of $5,000, 10%. The court will include all standard terms and conditions of bond. in addition to that, Mr. Dyer, one of the conditions of your bond is going to be that you are to not have any kind of contact with Anne Marie Akins, either directly or through another person.
Yes, sir.
And that you not be.
Well, she's holding my money right now. She's got my money, and my mom has to call her to get my money from her. And Ann Akins is holding my money until I call my mom and to tell her that my bond has been set, and she's going to send my money to my mom. Is that a problem or no?
That is a problem, and so Mr.
Okay, then I'll
gonna,
just talk to my mom.
Yep, and she can maybe work with Mr. Trush, with your lawyer, to help her make those arrangements. But
yes,
she
sir.
should not be. The bond prohibits you or anybody, a third party associated with you, from contacting her.
Yes, sir.
So you're gonna have to do that a different way, and also you cannot be present at her home, school, workplace, or residence.
Yes, sir.
During the pendency of this case. Okay, Mr. Trush, anything else we need to address for the record today?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay, so Mr. Dyer, just make sure that you stay in touch with your attorney, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Completely. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. If you can let the corrections officer know we're ready for our last individual, Mr. DePeel, please. Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right. Thank y'all.
Just a minute.
Okay, sir, are you Derek DePeel?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll go on the record in Crawford County file number 2618534-SM-1, People versus Derek DePeel. The record should reflect Mr. DePeel is present today by video from the Crawford County Jail. And Mr. Trush, have you had an opportunity to speak with Mr. DePeel?
I have. Thank you, Your Honor. Richard Trush appearing on behalf of Mr. DePeel. By way of arraignment, we'd waive a formal reading and stand mute to the charges. He has been screened and approved for counsel. Elliot Ratner will be appointed on that matter, and we would like to address bond.
All right, so Mr. DePeel, the court will enter a not guilty plea on your behalf with regard to count 1. This will be set for a pretrial hearing on June 19th at 9:30 and a plea trial status conference on June 30th at 10 a.m. You'll be given written confirmation of those dates, so you'll have that in writing. But that'll be your next 2 appearances on this case. In terms of bond, Mr. Trush.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. DePeel is unemployed at present. He reports that he was employed until about a week ago when he lost his job. He's lived in the Grayling area for about 2 years. Reports he has no prior felonies, does report a prior misdemeanor over 10 years ago. I think he said about 13 years ago. Reports that he has always appeared for court in the past when required to. Also, he reports that he does not have family in this area. He indicated to me that it sounds like a bond might have been set on an interim basis at $500 for him. I would ask the court to consider a PR bond given the circumstances that he is recently unemployed and doesn't have family in the area to assist him right now. I think that makes his prospects of posting a bond exceedingly difficult. With no history of non-appearance and very limited prior criminal history, I think a PR bond would be appropriate.
All right. Looking at the charge here, which does involve an assaultive offense, a domestic violence charge, I do think some money bond is appropriate for purposes of the safety of the alleged victim in this case. And I think a $500 bond is more than reasonable given the nature of the charge here. So the court is going to set bond in the amount of $500 cash or surety. The court is going to include all standard terms and conditions of bond. In addition to that, Mr. DePeel, you are to not have any contact either directly or through a third party with Janice Fitzgerald, that you are not to enter her residence, home, school, or workplace, and that you are to not assault, harass, intimidate, beat, molest, wound, or threaten her either during the pendency of this case. That is a condition of your bond. And then again, we will proceed as I indicated. Once Mr. DePeel, you make contact with your attorney, Mr. Ratner, it's important that you continue to stay in touch with your attorney so that you're prepared to go forward at that next date. Mr. Trush, is there anything else you need to address today?
Not for today's record, thank you.
All right, that's all for today, Mr. DePeel. The court is going to disconnect.